Hello, and welcome to Good and Bad Technical Coaching Interactions. In this short video, you'll learn a few tips on what we recommend in your coaching interactions, as well as ones we don't. First off, let's start with tips for good interactions. Make sure you're on the student's side. If the student is reaching out to technical coaching, it's most likely that they're frustrated and have really hit a wall. So make sure the student knows that you're on their side. Approach the situation upbeat, friendly, and non-dismissive. Make sure that you earn the student's trust. Little things that you can do to ensure that the student trusts you. Introduce yourself. Ensure that the student knows who you are. Another thing you can do is not be afraid to say you don't know something instead of making something up or being unsure in your answer. It's okay to Google things. We do that a lot in our day-to-day job. Walk the student through with what you're Googling and how you're going about figuring out the answer. Tips like that can be more meaningful than helping them actually discover where the bug is or different things like that, depending on what format you're in. Ensure that you're practicing empathy. Empathy is super important when you're working with students who might be frustrated at this point. Put yourself in their shoes. It's important that you are, once again, not rude and understanding of the situation and where they're coming from. Work with the student on imposter syndrome and make sure that you're encouraging them and lifting them up rather than bringing them down. Do your best. Ensure that you are giving your students your all. Like I said, they might already be at a point of frustration, so giving halfway done answers and different things like that are just not acceptable. Make sure you are doing your best. Also, don't be afraid to discuss tricky situations or things that you don't know with your fellow coaches. You can use the Thinkful Slack channel for the Tech Coaching All to discuss these situations. Approach the situation with a beginner's mindset. Put yourself in the student's shoes. Remember what it's like to be a beginner, to be so frustrated and past the point of no return. Here are some things that we would like you to avoid. Coming off as frustrated or impatient. This also includes being rude or dismissive. You want to make sure that you are always being positive and upbeat. If you come off as frustrated, definitely the student is going to get even more frustrated. This can be difficult over Slack and text-based interactions, so make sure you're using things like smiley faces and exclamation points and making sure that you are aware of how the student's feeling. Don't be rude, as mentioned before. Again, text-based language can be difficult to read. Leaving early or late from a shift is not acceptable. If you had something come up, please make sure that you get your shift covered by posting in the technical coaching channel on the Thinkful Slack or by letting your ESM know and they can help you find someone to cover your shift. Not showing up for a shift. Please read the policy in the technical coaching handbook below for the policies on not showing up for your shift. We get that emergencies come up, so something like that comes up, again, work with your ESM to ensure that someone can cover you or post in the technical coaching channel in Slack. From real life examples of good technical coaching interactions, please see the 2 linked tickets below. You can see that we have 2 different scenarios and walk through what went well and what didn't go well with these technical coaching interactions. We also have a second ticket that you can look through as well that talks about student feedback and different things like that as well. Thank you. We hope that you enjoyed the quick tips of things to do and not to do when technical coaching. If you have any questions in regards to this material, please email educator.training@thinkful.com.